we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the San Diego State Aztecs, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Hawai'i Rainbow Warriors. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me. The Aztecs will boot it away to start the game. And he takes this from inside the 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. So Hawaii's offense will take the first swing of the game. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. We're just going to see what they do today.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Got it in stride inside the 20. Oh, he thought for sure he was going to be able to house that one, but a huge pickup all the way down to the 12. They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. Here comes the heat. Looking to scramble. Quick step and go. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Hawaii.
The coaches always talk about starting fast and taking that opening drive and really setting the tone for the football game, and that is exactly what they did. And they finish it with a good brand of physicality, running the football, ending the drive, and getting off to the 6-0 start.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Aztecs offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And Jesse, they've got a running back they'd love to feature in this if he is able to answer the challenge.
Yeah, and listen, this guy might not be a Heisman finalist, but he can break off long runs. And this defense, David, they better be ready. They better pack a lunch, show up today, and try to get hats to the football. Because if you come out here with your B game, he can run all over you.
It is important for this offense, too, because they need to have balance on offense. They need the ground game to get going. He's capable. He's shown flashes. We just want to see it consistently.
With the catch, it's Brown. Breaks into the open. What a play there, and he's got it all the way down to the 7-yard line. And the Aztecs come to the line in the hurry-up. Looking to get it in. And he'll step out of bounds just short of the goal line. Almost a touchdown, but not in there yet. They'll run the option. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, San Diego State.
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
Extra point here will tie the game. And he splits the uprights on the extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. They make the stop, but not before he wraps up his first period with a huge gain. We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Back to pass on second down. Fakes to grab. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Here's the pressure. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Back to pass. Takes a hit as he fires. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. It's a draw. He is denied, cannot get to the first down marker, and it's 4th down coming. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. On his way back from the 20. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. They'll start this drive with a pass. Grabbed in the middle. It's Napier. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. The Aztecs racing to the line in the hurry-up. To the air on first down. That's reeled in. It's Sutton. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Hits him inside the 20, still going. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Aztecs!
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Sam Houston was able to come away with the victory, but it was not the type of dominant win we've seen in Huntsville over the years. It's a win, but it honestly lacked any real style points.
The short hands, it's White.
All that speculation. Now we know, but something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Caught over the middle. It's Sims. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can't stop the clock. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Catch in the middle. It's Sims. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Rainbow Warriors with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Bring in the heat. He's going to take off. Wide open. He makes the catch. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Rainbow Warriors! Fit it in the window for the score.
Every coach in the country talks about finishing half strong. Man, how about that? You get the touchdown, a chance to tie this game up and take all the momentum into halftime.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And right down the middle. And after the extra point was good, it's even Steven here in the second quarter. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And the offense will play it safe, take a knee, and head to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Men, nice to see you actually showed up for today's broadcast in paradise, given all there is to do there in Honolulu. And these two defensive game plans have been shredded a long time ago. Feels like it's just hang on and hope for a tip or overthrow or maybe a fumble from these QBs. Elite passers and dynamic rushers. Used to be you had to stop one or the other. Here in this second half, the challenge will again be twofold. And with that, let's say aloha once again to the guys inside Aloha Stadium.
The Rainbow Warriors will kick it off to start the second half. And he's coming out of the end zone. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. Guys, let's see what adjustments this San Diego State offense has made this time. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. And the Aztecs in the hurry-up. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Snagged in the middle. It's Napier. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Tight end now in motion. They'll leave it with him. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Aztecs pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. He'll do it himself. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
It doesn't matter what run play you have called, if you're running it inside or outside. If the defense gets penetration, everything is done. And you saw it on that play right there. Great job by the dude.
It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. And the Aztecs come to the line with a new set of downs.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. We've reached the end of the third quarter, and we have a potential classic on our hands, all tied up as we take a peek at the stats. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the fourth. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. Got it in the middle, it's Brown. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it first and goal. Caught in the backfield, it's Adams. Touchdown, San Diego State! And they've moved out front here in the fourth. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
Ready to try the point after.
Is on for the extra point.
The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. It's a one-possession game in the fourth. Takes the handoff. It's Barfield. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up one. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Looking to fire.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Buys a little time with his feet. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Holding.
A costly penalty wipes out that third down conversion, and now they'll back up and try it again. Got a man in the middle. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game.
Brings up 3rd down.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Catch in the middle, it's Sims. They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming. Trailing by a touchdown, this 4th down opportunity is gargantuan. He wants a big play here late. Makes the grab plenty for the 1st down. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Here's a heat. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th. To the air on 2nd down. Right on the money. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. They'll move the wide receiver. from the gun. Lets it fly. And he's got it. He's got it for a touchdown. And here in the final minute, they're a single point behind.
Man, great execution. That is how it's done late in the football game. Now, all you need is that extra point. Bring the kicker out there. This is what you do. Just like practice, knock it through the uprights, tie this football game, and we might be looking at overtime soon.
They just need the extra point to deadlock this game. And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the fourth. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Two teams inside the Big 12 squaring off today, and it's now a final. Here's a quick recap. Missouri was able to finish off a close one in Columbia. They did just enough both offensively and defensively to come away with the dub. Hey, survive and advance. Fun one in the Big 12, man. They generally are, as the teams there continue to jockey for bowl position.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. 4 quarters, not enough to settle this one. We're headed to overtime.
And these teams have played so well, back and forth, evenly contested game. How about a little free football, Jesse?
Yeah, I love this, David. Free football and finding out which of these two teams is the most mature. Who can settle down now with the game on the line and make the big play?
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, David.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, and the second overtime and 2-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
Looking downfield on first down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Barfield. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Pressure coming. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
Staring at a 3rd and long here in this first overtime possession. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And it's incomplete as he was trying to make the play in the back corner of the end zone. They'll try to put 3 on the board and take the lead in overtime. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Down by a field goal and a touchdown will win it. Let's see what they've got on first down. Trying to start the drive with a pass. He's got an open man. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option route.
He got it in, and the celebration is on. A walk-off touchdown in OT.
I think it's easy to say, run the option, run the option. Well, you got to be able to see it quickly and make quick decisions. Nice job by the QB, getting the ball to his playmaker. He catches it, he can do the rest, takes it to the house for 6.
With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot of goals that get put up on the blackboard. Reaching a bowl game is one of them, so now you can go ahead and check that off. But if you're this football team, you're not celebrating that tonight. You're looking to build on this win moving ahead because they've got bigger goals down the road, Dave.
They do, and they've shown you some good flashes throughout the season, man. Some moments that really say this